I've been wearing the Powerbeats Pro 2 and the AirPods Pro 2 for 2 weeks, and the results are not what I was expecting. Let's get into it. The first thing we have to talk about in any comparison about earbuds is of course the design, because these two could not be any more different if they tried. The Powerbeats Pro 2 have that over-ear hook design. The AirPods Pro 2 are the more traditional earbud with the stem facing downward. They both have physical controls, so the Powerbeats have a volume rocker on the top, as well as a physical B button that you can push to activate different noise cancellation modes and call upon your voice assistant. The AirPods Pro 2 have a sensor on the stem. You can slide your finger up and down to adjust the volume. You can also press and hold to activate your voice assistant, noise cancellation, and of course change tracks too with that sensor. Both of them have ear tips, but I've actually found that the AirPods Pro, I use an extra small. I always have and I probably always will, but the Powerbeats Pro, I immediately defaulted to putting on that extra small. Turned out I actually needed a small because I was finding that the sound quality wasn't as great as I was expecting from the first generation, and also when listening compared to the AirPods Pro. So do try that on for size. Quite literally, change that ear tip, use that ear fit test to make sure that you're actually getting the right size. The advantage of the Powerbeats Pro 2 is that the earbud is actually designed so it can take third-party ear tips from any number of different brands. You can swap them out as you like if you have a really favorite pair from an old pair of earbuds that you know fit your ears perfectly, whereas the AirPods Pro 2 have a different click-in system, so you're going to have to look for third-party options that specifically work with the AirPods Pro. Sound quality is arguably the most important feature in any earbuds, because I don't know about you, but if they don't sound very good, I don't want to wear them, no matter how comfortable they are. So keeping it real with you, I was disappointed when I first put the Powerbeats Pro 2 in my ears. The sound profile, and it just sounded really, really flat. It didn't sound as rich or as deep in that bass as I was used to from both the AirPods Pro 2 after having used these for a few years, but also compared to the original Powerbeats Pro, which I was a huge fan of. I've come up with a little bit of a cheat sheet for you. If you're encountering a sort of a similar issue when you first put these in your ears and you're not a fan of that default sound profile, then hopefully these tips will help you. Number one, speaking of tips, make sure that the ear tips fit really, really solidly. Number two is go into your equalizer settings in whatever music app you have. If you're using Apple Music on iOS, you can go into the settings, go into your music app and then find equalizer. I've definitely found that the hip hop setting gave a much richer sound overall. It kind of defined that bass a bit better, and it reduced those trebles just a little bit, which I found were just a little bit too pronounced on that default sound profile. But with this setting, it sounds a lot better with the majority of genres I listen to. If you use Spotify, go into your equalizer in that. I preferred either electronic or hip hop, so you can adjust that for a preset equalizer. But if you want to get really fancy, feel free to copy the custom curve that I made. But that's kind of the best part about the AirPods Pro 2 to me, is that they just sound great on the default settings with that adaptive equalizer. I don't really feel like I need to go and do that much tweaking because it's just doing it all automatically. The sound is richer and fuller for me. Definitely feels like the bass is prominent, but not overbearing and not muddy like it can be sometimes on the Powerbeats. Overall, this is just not what I was expecting going into this comparison. Life surprises you, and I'm awarding this one to the AirPods. Both have active noise cancelling, and this one is going to be a short section because the AirPods Pro 2 just do it better. They sound better and they block out more external noise than the Powerbeats Pro 2. However, I do see the use case in the Powerbeats Pro 2 if you have noise cancelling on in, say, the gym or something. You do still want to have a little bit of awareness of your surroundings. You don't want to completely block things out. I also find the transparency mode on the AirPods has been more effective for me, especially when I'm out on runs or walks or just general everyday use. I don't find that it sounds at all synthetic like it can on the Powerbeats Pro 2. It's also a minor design quibble, and it might just be me, but it is worth saying because you might have similar ears to me and have a similar experience, is that physical B button on the Powerbeats Pro is quite stiff. So every time I'm trying to push it in to change between those noise cancelling modes when I'm not looking at my phone, I feel like I have to really, really push it deep into my ear, and it kind of hurts a little bit. I'm hoping that it's just been the first few weeks, and over time this button will loosen up. Yes, you can use both of these earbuds on Android. It's not just limited to iOS users. There are going to be some key differences though. If you pair the Powerbeats Pro 2 to an Android device, you can download the Beats app and get access to a number of different settings, including the one-touch pairing. You can also do the heart rate monitoring on these on Android. You can change the controls, you see the battery status, and you can also find the location of your earbuds as well. The AirPods Pro 2 do not have a dedicated app on Android, so you can pair them and use them like any normal earbuds, still be able to take calls or listen to music and change tracks, but you won't be able to customize and change those stem controls. You'll also lose out on the ability to talk to your voice assistant if that's something that you like to do, and you won't be able to get things like spatial audio. There is one big key feature that we haven't talked about yet on the Powerbeats Pro 2, and that is the built-in heart rate monitoring from the earbuds themselves. I wanted to see how accurate it was compared to, say, a smartwatch. So I'm going to go on a bit of a run with the Powerbeats Pro 2 in my ears, tracking my heart rate, as well as the Apple Watch tracking heart rate, then compare the two. I have two separate devices, one phone tied to the Powerbeats Pro 2 and one to the Apple Watch. The reason I'm doing that is because if you default to the same device that both of them are tied to, and it's going to automatically take the readings from the Apple Watch rather than the Powerbeats. So let's run. Okay, just taking a breather from the quick run. That was more of a fast jog because I was lugging the big camera. Who would have thought that wasn't a great idea to run with heavy equipment? So let's compare according to the Nike Run Club app, which the Powerbeats Pro were paired to, 128 BPM from the Powerbeats Pro, and the Apple Watch 133 BPM. So within 5 BPM of each other. Not a scientific test, of course. I would love to do more testing with the chest strap, so if you want to know more about that, let me know in the comments below. I'll do another video on that, but hopefully gives you an idea if the Powerbeats Pro are going to suit your needs for fitness tracking. And not to feel left out, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the secret weapon of the AirPods Pro 2, which is the hearing aid functionality. This is going to be a huge deal if you do have hearing issues, or maybe you don't even know and you just want to do a hearing test to see if this would benefit you. The Powerbeats Pro do not have these, so that might be kind of a trade-off. You're thinking if you would rather fitness or hearing functionality from the AirPods Pro 2. So after testing both of these earbuds for several weeks, here is what I would recommend and who should buy which pair. If you know you need a set of earbuds that is going to be able to withstand the elements and also go through any workout in any situation that you want, choose the Powerbeats Pro 2. Also choose these, obviously, if the AirPods Pro 2, you know you've tried them and they don't really sit in your ears very well. These have the best battery life compared to the AirPods, and they have the most flexibility if you're switching between Android and iOS, and you don't really feel like you lose out on any functionality if you're pairing a pair of Apple headphones to Android. But for most people, myself included, I am going to recommend the AirPods Pro 2 because, most importantly to me, they sound better. I want to listen to these a lot more than I do the Powerbeats Pro. I appreciate the robust feature set as well. I love the hearing aid functionality. And, the compact size of this case is so much more flexible when carrying it around compared to the Powerbeats Pro 2. Disclosures time and a little bit of a microphone test of both of the earbuds. The units that I used in this review are my personal pairs of earbuds. I paid for them with my own money, so I'm keeping it real with you. And like you, I don't want to spend my hard-earned cash on something that isn't right for me. And to round things out, audio from the AirPods Pro 2. Thank you so much for watching. This is a video that I have completely made 100% on my own. It's my journey as a solo content creator. I produced, filmed, edited, tested everything 100% on my own. So if you want to support, I would love that. You can throw me a like, you can drop me a comment, and of course, consider subscribing if you're not already. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.